What is going on, guys? Today, we are still in week 2 of marathon training, and today is a big day. It is a tempo session. Tempo sessions are one of the only times in the week that I'm working in a pace that is like 6:45 and below, which is pretty fun to get the legs moving that fast because it's what pace I need to go at for the marathon. Little bit of a road bump yesterday. I went out for my night run. I had 11 yesterday. Went out for my night run, came back, and I had this rash on my chest. I'm a little concerned about it. You can kind of see it here. It's basically like little scabs. I went through a couple diagnoses where I was like, okay, am I getting shingles or like what? But I think it's just a heat rash. Because I'm always sweating when I'm in Biloxi. It's super humid. I shower as much as I can, but even like 4 showers a day isn't enough for as much work as I do. So I'm going to run inside, which I actually prefer to run inside because in hot weather like this, I would not be able to hit the paces I need to hit. I would simply die right now. And there's also not a good area to do tempo runs at because everything is just an out and back. There's no loop. There's no track. There's not a good road to do it in a loop like I have back at home in Tennessee. So we're just going to do it on the treadmill, which benefits of doing tempo treadmill runs are I can have fuel in front of me, I can set my pace, and I have no choice but to follow it, and I can have my water in any capacity that I want instead of carrying it on my person in 2 small flasks. So shoe choice of the day, the Hoka Cielo X2, which is the old Hoka Cielo. I race in the 3. This is the 2. I found this at Ross for $100, which was a steal. It's a little big, which is fine because my feet, I swear, are getting bigger every half year. I don't know if it's because I'm running and my arches are dropping or what, but I have a decent amount of room, but it's not crazy. I'll show you in a minute.
Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Just wait and see, someday we'll all be free. Take it from me, someday.
Waking up till I can't do this anymore, text. And the Bible said I can't have any more sex till marriage, no drip.
Like, look at that. When we're at the running store, we say, hey, you want about a thumb width at the end. When I stand up, look. Like, that literally looks like it fits me. Because it pretty much does. I hope you guys are liking these videos. I'm just kind of posting to the ether and seeing if anybody cares. But this is also for me, too. So it's fine if I'm just, like, posting and it's not doing well. I know I'm known as a comedy guy on TikTok. But I'm also starting to accumulate a little bit of a running following too, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping to be a creator for the average Joe. So I used to be good at running. Now I do marathons and I'm mid. But we're climbing up to like 90 miles a week. And because of that, my body is adjusting. I did my first ever weight-specific strength training session for running yesterday. So a bunch of like split squats, Romanian deadlift, step-ups, band work, planks. You know, I've been lifting like a bodybuilder, and that's not going to get you anywhere in running. What I was doing yesterday was more stability, single leg exercises, stuff like that. And let me tell you, today, boys and girls, I'm sore. Like, I'm really sore. Which is a good thing, because that means it's working. But doing a tempo session on super tired legs, not ideal. You know, I'm not of the belief that stretching is, like, super important all the time. When I do, like, an easy run, I barely stretch at all. I'll basically just, like, do some calf stretches and warm up. But for days like today, I try to get as loose as I possibly can because I'm already sore, which is not good at all. But, dude, the shoes look pretty good from the side, I'm not going to lie. These are good shoes. The 3s are just, like, so much better. Hoka's done great in their racing shoe game, I think. I think they make good shoes for the average Joe. These are a little unstable, especially if you hit the ground on your inside part of the foot or the medial side of the foot. It's not good for you because, as you can see, there's a cutout. So if you hit the ground there, it's super unstable, but I don't. So I'm actually fine. And I mean, for the price point I got these at, like, I'm training in a carbon-plated shoe. Like, that's pretty cool. That gives me some nice pop, which is very nice. As far as gear, nothing fancy, just normal socks, normal shorts, and my shirt is from a 10K that I did, but I'm going to see if I can take off my shirt when I start to do the tempo session, because I'm going to get hot, and I don't want to wear my shirt, but I think there's a rule against it, but I'm going to see if I can just do it. I don't think they'll say anything. We'll see. People take off their shirts all the time in that gym, and nobody freaking cares. Like, right across from me is the pool. Like, what's the difference between me at the pool and me on the treadmill? Like, everybody's shirtless in the freaking casino that I work at. But anyways, that feels pretty good. I'm going to get my back. Oh, I feel a little guilty that I'm not running outside, but I literally broke out in rash because of the heat, and also, like, I simply just don't have a good loop here for a tempo run. So I don't want to try to be hitting crazy paces and get super dehydrated and have to stop, because I don't think I'm in shape enough to do a 2x3x2, which is what I have to do today. This is pretty intense, actually. Last week I did a 3x10 minute tempo, and now I'm doing 2 miles, then 3, then another 2, which is quite a big jump. So we'll see. I'm also going to be doing some GI training. As far as carbs, I always have a bottle of G1M Sport to sip on, which is about 20 grams of carbs, normal bottle of water, a Go Gel from BPM, and then new from The Feed, which The Feed, you guys should sponsor me. But I got SIS electrolytes, which is 40 grams of carbs and 200 milligrams of sodium. It's the summer. I want to start trying to get more electrolytes, and having it in my gel should be pretty nice. This is also higher carb content. This has 15 more grams of carbs than a Go Gel. So I also want to start experimenting with getting higher carb. And I think this is kind of a perfect day to do it, because I'm doing some high effort, marathon speed kind of work. But altogether, it's still going to be like 12 miles. So carbs are going to be nice. So I'm just going to take a Go Gel after the I'm going to take a Go Gel after the warm-up. And then before I do the 3-mile session, which is when I could probably actually use the carbs, we're going to take the Beta Fuel Gel and see how that lasts me. Altogether, it's going to be 40 grams of carbs, 24 and 20, so 44. So about 80 grams of carbs for the session, which is still pretty low from what I want to do. But I think that'll be a good little test on my stomach to see what I can handle. If I got to use the bathroom, I got to use the bathroom. Like, it is what it is. Better to know now than later. I try to do these side lunges, band work, whenever I can, because I have hip issues, which is kind of a new thing in my adulthood. I never really struggled with that in my high school career. But since I've transitioned to the road, I don't know why I've had IT band side hip on my left side issues whenever I start upping mileage. So that's another strength thing that I'm trying to do, is just kind of strengthen that side of me. I don't know if my form is bad or if it's just an overuse thing, but I'm trying to get that sorted for my hip. So that shouldn't be an issue. I always used to see runners doing this before, and I used to be like, why do they have an exercise band? And now I think runners find as they get older, they become the things that they made fun of other people of, because there's a reason that these old heads do the band work, It's important. And especially in marathon training, this is an emphasis on strength. I'm calling this the summer of strength, because we're trying to become stronger runners. Not stronger like getting bigger, but stronger like being a stronger runner. Being more durable, being, strong running form, the whole 9 yards. All right, time to get my bottles sorted. So I'm going to pour some cold water into my bottle. Once again, from the Feed. I use the Feed for a lot of stuff. I'm still using G1M Sport. I'll probably transition out of it. I just really like the taste. But I could I will probably go to a drink mix that's a bit higher carb, 20 grams of carbs, and I think 350 sodium. Yeah, I mean, it's a good beginning, I think, drink mix. But wouldn't mind going up to like a Tailwind high carb or something of that nature. That's 90 grams, so that would be a big jump. I might do a Hyperlight. Hyperlight is a brand that has 60 grams of carbs and 1,000 grams of sodium, which could be really good for my summer training when I'm outside. I'm gonna, because obviously I'm going to try to do as much outside work as I can, especially as I adapt more to the heat. I've already done 2 this week, which is already better than last week, because last week I was stuck inside with the storm. But that's our carb mix. We're rocking with G1M right now. It's also a great price point if you're looking for a carb mix as well. And then once again from the feed, we have the feed race day bottle. So we're going to fill that baby up with ice. And I'll probably just fill it up at the gym. But it'll be nice and cold. Yeah, that would be nice. Now that bottle's empty, I got to go get ice later. But that's going to be our hydration. And when you're at the gym, you can hydrate how you need to, which is nice. So we'll do that as well. And Western States, the trail race, is soon. So I might watch some like hype videos for that as I warm up, because really looking forward to that one. I think it's going to be a good race. And as always, rooting for my boy Hans Troyer. So this might be the sweatiest I've left the treadmill, but we move. I get in. Tempo work is done. Felt very good. Surprised I made it through all 7 miles of tempo work, but we're in there. Now I'm gonna take a cold shower. I have a show of Shrek the Musical tonight, and we're gonna rest up. So that's pretty much everything today. No weightlifting. I might run tonight, maybe. I have the option to, and I might, but we'll see. All right, see ya. How's it going, guys? It's dark because I'm in bed. I know I have stuff on my face. It's called a skincare routine. Boys, if you're watching this, get a skincare routine, especially if you're running as much as we are, because you're sweating a lot and you need to wipe all that crap off your face. I break out so much more when I run outside and I'm sweating all the time. And then, even when you shower, sometimes it's still not enough. Wash your face. Anyways, tempo session is done. And I did Shrek the Musical. So we are done with the day. But reflecting back on it, the tempo felt super nice. Like 6:35 felt great. I kind of went back, took a look at my training plan that I made myself, and I adjusted it a little bit because I think my mileage scale, I think I can scale up quicker, but then stay more consistent. This is also the first time that I'm trying out the Increase 3 fourth week cutback thing, which a lot of people do. So I'm going to give it a shot, see if it works for this block. And I'm also, my structure is usually like speed work on Tuesdays, long run on Sundays, and then like every other week there's going to be a long run workout in the long run. Like that'll be where the fitness is really gained. And I just wanted to have a little bit more threshold work, because today on the treadmill, when I did the tempo session, it felt good. But I just feel like I could work a little harder and maybe go a little faster and go a little shorter. Maybe that's just the like 5K runner in me, but I just like miss speed on my legs. So I'm adding in a little bit more like mile repeats is like the lowest I'll go, but like a couple of weeks I'm gonna do like 5 by mile at like 10K pace. Like that'll be fun, but still keeping it marathon training oriented. I'm gonna watch a ultra running documentary to go to bed. Looking forward to Western States 100 this weekend. That should be really fun, and that'll motivate me. And yeah, just recovering. I took my magnesium, which I take every night to try to recover. My legs are super sore from the strength training, but I'm gonna strength train again tomorrow. Keep working on getting my legs strong for the marathon, because I really need that. And doing running specific training should help and prevent injury. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you like this low stimulation content that I do with running vlogs. I'm not over editing or anything. I'm just talking and running. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace. Good night.